Hi, Pat Jackman here, and this is Kamala Crumpton,
Hello.
who does the workshops with me. And we do the 5-day workshops, we do sessions, and I just want to say this first, we're doing a workshop in Chile, Pucón, Chile, November 1st to the 5th. And one coming up, there's only like 2 spots left, I think, October 4th to the 8th here in Sebastopol, California. And I keep getting phone calls with people asking, what do you do in a workshop? And as you can see by my videos, you can already see what happens in a session. So in a workshop, it's different than a session. I always say a session is a toe in the water. A workshop is really where you dive into the pond, pool, ocean, or whatever you want to call it. So the way that we start a workshop is each morning we have a circle, which helps, you can add in too, which helps people go deeper. We do exercises to help people get more vulnerable, connect, and get deeper into the stuff inside themselves that they had to hold. So we use a heart and we share from the heart, not stories. Anywhere you want to interject anything, please do, okay?
You're doing great.
Okay, then we do partners. You do have a partner for the day. You'd be holding your partner's heart, and stuff, because there's other people in the room, can also trigger you when you're standing. It triggers me, and I have to go to my stuff too, or Kamala, and she has to go to hers too. And even though you're standing and holding space and witnessing your partner, you're also going into your own stuff. You're seeing what you do when you're doing this, when the room is crazy. What do? Do you shoot out of your body? Are you able to stay in? Do you start crying? Is it familiar? What happens for you? So your partner is your partner for that day, and you're on the table probably 2.5 to 3 hours, and then there's a 2-hour dinner break where we serve dinner in the middle of the day, and then we come back and partners are switched and we work on the body.
And I can add that when, before we start with the table work, we really do a lot to help people access all the parts of themselves that they might have been hidden from them. So meditation and gestalt and artwork, all sorts of different things.
Exactly. Very good. Yes, exactly. It's hard to explain this because we actually even change it up sometimes. It depends on the group. If something else is happening, we figure, let's do this, or whatever, let's do this exercise. So it's not like it's a certain thing each time. It's like it really depends on the group that we have and what needs to happen. So we always start with opening the heart no matter what. We work the front of we're going to work the entire body in the 5-day workshop, opening it up so that you can let go of the stuff that you had to hold, okay? So you can find out who you really are, even a piece of who you really are, because you're not your fear. If you've watched my videos, you're not your anger, you're not your sadness, you're not any of that. You're something else that's underneath, and all of that is covering it up, okay? So when you can let that start to move, you never get rid of your fear, you never get rid of your anger, you never get rid of your sadness, but it flows, and it flows so that you're not attracting situations in your life to help you go to them, or telling yourself stories over and over to help you go to those feelings. So we always start with opening the heart. The heart is where everything comes out on your body. The heart is where we do the expression of what we're holding. So we open up the heart points in the front. I don't even know if we'll start front or back. We don't know. I'm just kind of show you. The belly is also worked because a lot of people hold in the belly. The lungs up here are also worked. It doesn't mean for everybody, but they can hold a lot of grief, a lot of stuff about living and dying. We work the face, the mask that you wear. How many times do you smile when you really don't want to be smiling, when you really want to say, when you really want to say something else, when you're really, really angry, but you're smiling anyway, and you're telling, somebody says, how are you? Great. Are you really great? Are you checking in? You got your mask on. We work the arms. The arms are about receiving. We work, the belly. We work the legs. We work the front of the legs on this side. The front of the legs are actually sexual points that hold a lot of sexual possible trauma or messages that we got about sexuality that we brought in, and so that has to flow also. So we work the front of the legs here. So can you turn on? the back, the front of the body is the more vulnerable part. We're facing the light, more vulnerable. The back of the body, think of this like a turtle shell. It's where we really held the stuff. You know, we really held what we couldn't express. We always start in the 2.5 to 3 hours that you're on the table each day. We always start with opening the back of the heart. So if the heart is open, then wherever else we open, it comes out through the heart. We run up the fear line here, down here. You probably can't see it on the video, but we run up the fear line, which is here, more the lower back. Up here, the kidneys are here. Heart, back of the heart is here. Up here, a childhood, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. A childhood, a childhood lung area. It's a lung area, lungs up here. Okay, then we work the neck. The neck is about a childhood emotions that weren't safe to express. Notice the neck separates the mind and the body. Okay, we come down, we actually work, this is called the power line down here. We open the power line, helplessness, hopelessness can be held here, mother issues, sexuality issues can be held here. Think of what organs are in the body that are in the areas that we're going. We do open the buttocks. We open the butt, okay? Colon, how many people get constipated? How many holding in the colon, not letting go? That is opened up. And then we go down to the legs on this side, both sides, go down to the ankles. It can be about sexuality, sexual abuse, or whatever with the ankles, or it can be anything. Anything can be anywhere. But for the most amount of people that are worked in these areas, this is what comes up. Of course I forgot this one because, you know, it is the one that's hard for everybody. It's the scapula. The scapula right here is an anger area, okay? All of these points can be very intense, and we do work the whole body so that you have the openings so that you can let go of what you're holding in these areas. And this is so minute in the way that I'm expressing it compared to how the workshop really is. Once we've done the 2.5 to 3 hours on the second side, sometimes we have a group if that's necessary. We need to have another share, and sometimes it's already 7 o'clock by then. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning and sometimes usually go to about 6:37. And then at night, people hang out, you know, people talk, people really connect in the workshops. There's lifelong friendships that are made in these workshops because you're getting vulnerable in front of other people. So, I hope I explained it okay. So we're describing a workshop. It never sounds as incredible as it actually is when you have 10 people in a room and 3 facilitators and all the different personalities and all the different issues that can come up with the people. It's you know, it's my passion. It's what I love. It's what I believe in that we need to do to heal these planets, the planets us, to make the world a better place so we don't dump our stuff on somebody else. So thank you for watching this. Please feel free to see my website, patjackman1.com, World Wide Web, patjackman1.com. Videos on YouTube, Pat Jackman, Emotional Release Therapy, and ask me questions. I don't have somebody taping this, so I'm going to run back over and turn this off.